All right, let's talk about one of the biggest ways you can save money on cloud computing. But, and this is a big but, there's a catch, a huge one actually, and you've got to understand it before you even think about using this. So just imagine for a second, what if you could get your cloud computing power, I'm talking the exact same VMs you're probably using right now, for up to 90% cheaper? No, that's not a typo, 90% off. Okay, so it sounds too good to be true, right? And you're right, there is a catch. Of course there is. But here's the thing. If you understand that catch, really get it, that's the secret to unlocking these crazy savings and not, getting burned in the process. And this isn't just some random cloud provider gimmick. It's a classic economic strategy, sometimes called offering damaged services. The best way to think about it? It's exactly like buying a standby ticket for a flight. You get this massive discount, right? But what do you give up? The guarantee of actually getting a seat. The airline is intentionally making the service a little less reliable to sell those empty seats. So what are you really trading for that huge discount? Well, it all comes down to one single word: priority. Let's go back to that airplane analogy, because it's perfect here. Your regular VMs, those are your first-class tickets. You get guaranteed access to compute power whenever you need it. It's even backed by a contract, an SLA. But Spot VMs, well, they're flying standby. They only get to run on Azure's leftover spare capacity. And there is absolutely zero guarantee of availability, none. Now, this is what's so wild. On a technical level, they're the same thing. It's the same hardware, same performance, same everything. The only thing that's different is the promise. Or in the case of Spot VMs, the total lack of a promise that the machine will be there for you when you need it. And that lack of a promise, well, that leads us right to the single most important concept you have to understand to make any of this work: eviction. Yep, eviction is, well, it's exactly what it sounds like. It's when Azure needs that spare capacity back, probably because a full-price, first-class customer needs it. And when that happens, your Spot VM gets kicked off. Gone. So what triggers an eviction? It's really two main things. First, and most common, is capacity. Demand for that specific VM type in that specific location just goes up, and poof, the spare capacity is gone. The other reason is price. You can set a maximum price you're willing to pay, and if the fluctuating market price for that Spot instance goes above your cap, you're out. Now, here's where you get some control. You actually get to choose what happens when you get evicted. You set something called an eviction policy. One option is stop/deallocate. Your VM gets shut down, but your data disks stick around. That's good if you need to pick up right where you left off, but the catch is you have to wait for that exact same type of capacity to become available again. The other option is delete. Sounds scary, right? The VM and its disks are just gone. But this is often the better choice because it lets your system immediately pivot and try to redeploy somewhere else, maybe on a different machine size or in a totally different location. Okay, I know this sounds super risky, but here's the big mental shift you have to make. The goal is not to avoid eviction. You can't. The goal is to plan for it. You have to design your system for disruption from the ground up. If you do that, you can build something that's not just cheap, but also incredibly resilient. And here's a little bit of good news. Azure doesn't just, pull the rug out from under you. They give you a warning. You get at least 30 seconds notice before they actually shut your machine down. That warning is called the preempt signal, and it's your cue to start shutting things down gracefully. Now, 30 seconds is not a lot of time at all, which is why this whole process has to be automated. Your application basically just pings a special internal endpoint inside the VM to check if that signal has arrived. So here's how the graceful shutdown should play out. Your code sees the signal. Step 1, stop accepting any new work. Step 2, save your current state, like a checkpoint, to some kind of external storage. Step 3, cleanly close all your connections and flush your logs. And all of that has to happen automatically in less than 30 seconds before the power gets cut. See? Success with Spot VMs has nothing to do with luck. It's not about hoping you don't get evicted. It's about engineering. It's about building a smart orchestration system that sees an eviction notice and just says, okay, business as usual, instead of, oh no, this is a catastrophe. So how do you actually build that kind of flexible system? Well, for starters, don't be picky. Don't lock yourself into one specific VM type in one location. Spread your bets across different sizes and different regions. You should also look at the data Azure gives you on eviction rates to make smarter choices. And like we said, lean towards using that delete policy because it makes redeploying way faster. The key is to design jobs that can just be stopped and restarted without breaking anything. And this is super helpful. Azure actually gives you this data. You can go look up the historical eviction rates for different VMs in different places. So you can see, okay, this machine type almost never gets evicted. It's in that 0 to 5% range. Or, whoa, this other one is way more volatile. This lets you make an actual data-driven decision and manage your risk.
Okay, so after all this talk about planning for failure and building these resilient systems, when is this gamble actually worth it? Who should be using these things?
Here's the bottom line. Spot VMs are absolutely perfect for any work that can be interrupted and restarted. We're talking big batch processing jobs, data analytics, rendering farms, that kind of stuff. They're also a game changer for test environments. What are they not for? Your mission-critical stuff. Don't even think about running your main production database or your primary web server on a Spot VM. Anything that needs to be online 24/7 is a hard no. So that's the real question you have to ask for your next project, right? Are the savings worth the risk? Spot VMs are a trade-off, for sure, but it's not a blind gamble. If you really understand the risk of eviction and you design for that disruption from day one, you can turn that risk into one of the absolute smartest ways to save a ton of money in the cloud today.